All right, just making sure everything is okay. Let me go ahead and go in here. All right. All right, that's working well. I like how it's doing so far. Yeah, of course I got the snow background because we still in the winter months. We getting that though. Yeah, we about to get out soon. Don't know why this didn't change when I told it to, but I'm pretty sure I gave the thing for it to change. Whoever you are, one viewer, hello. But yes, the topic can be anything. As long as it's not too controversial and it's not too deep. Forgot about yak. Totally forgot about that. But yes, if you want to know where I can also be found, my link tree is at the top left. You can't miss it. Can't at all miss it. While we're waiting for more people to join, I might as well check on some things. Yeah, hopefully there's no lag, and I just checked, so that we should be good. It's gonna be a little message for those who join and for those who lurk. And in terms of lurking, I think a lot of some to a lot of streamers take lurkers for granted. Like those those are more than likely the real ones. They may not say anything in chat, but they still count as a viewer. Like sometimes those lurkers can send huge donations. Those lurkers could be huge supporters and anything. Like never take a lurker for granted. Every time I put these streams up on Twitter, it seems like it's just being seen by a lot of bots. Hmm. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change my background depending on maybe I don't know. Hmm. Yeah, I'm not really too sure. I'm already seeing the Google News where it was find solar eclipse glasses. Like I already have solar eclipse glasses. I already purchased them on Amazon. I think the last time I'd seen a solar eclipse was about in middle school. Honestly, it was a really cool sight. It really is. Huh. June Squibb joins Pixar's Inside Out 2 voice cast. I wonder whoever she is, I wonder who she's gonna play in that movie. Because I already know I made a video, like, kind of roasting one of the characters, which I kind of now feel bad for. Even though some others have done it, but still, I still feel bad. Still feel bad for doing that. Wait, you mean to tell me Bill Hader isn't gonna voice Fear? What? Dang, man, like he made a really good Fear impression. Why did they replace him? That's that's honestly kind of disheartening to hear. And I do know Bill Hader for his other roles like Flintlock Wood, Leonard from Angry Birds, Guy Gagne from Turbo, and I think that's it. Like that's honestly sad, like for real. But whoever the new voice actor for Fear is, I think it's Tony something. Yeah, Tony Hale. I'm praying he does a good job. Wait, okay, now I'm looking at what Tony Hale was previously in. I see he was in Toy Story 4, and I did not know he played Forky. So, yeah, something to expect. Yeah, I did not know this dude played Forky. I didn't know. Oh, he was in an Angry Birds movie too. That's nice. Ross and Mime. Oh, I didn't know Keegan Michael Key was the judge in the Angry Birds movie. That was nice. Using a GIF, who's your favorite female video game character? Uh, this is honestly a pretty tough choice considering there's a lot of video game character, female video game characters that are very attractive. But one who stands out to me the most this has to be Rosalina. It has to be. Mm. Mm. Let me see what's on my tell. Dang, I don't even know if I put my tell on my link tree. I might have to just check that. See if I did. Do I think respect is important? Yes, it is. And I don't really get the mentality on why a lot of elders say, "Oh, respect your elders," but then those same elders just think they have this bitch pass. Like, why? My morning or yeah, I'm more active at night. Um, do I, do I like it when it's cold or hot? Personally, I better like it when it's hot. Honestly, like, cause then, like, of course, you're gonna be in the sun. You're gonna be doing some beach-like activities. Like, honestly, considering okay. Question says, how old will I be in 10 years? Obviously, I'm gonna be 30 years old in 20 years. Well, 30 to 31, actually. I mean, although I'm not 21 yet, like, still, 30 to 31. But yeah, 31. Because, like, 10 years from now, it's going to be 2034. And that minus the year I was born, which 2003, I'm going to be 31. So, yeah. It's the birthday of Gandhi Tarkovs Tarkov Tartakov, however you say his last name. .8 PvP fans when they see someone who can only click 12 times per second. Uh, this is the thing. This is the problem I have with some people in the Minecraft community. Like, why gatekeep Minecraft at just PvP and speedrunning? Like, the dream stands have pretty much made the community toxic, as well as the ungratefulness of the community overall when it comes to mob votes. Like, take the Phantom for example. Like, the Phantom was the most voted in a recent mob vote, but then suddenly now people are like, I hate the Phantom. Why? Then why did you vote for it? Like because of them, like a lot of people got to face server lag because there are people who refuse to sleep in Minecraft. Like I get you trying to finish your build, I get you trying to fight monsters, but maybe I don't know, run and barricade yourself and then try to sleep, please, rather than lag making the whole entire server suffer. And PvP wise, like, and this is the thing I don't like about most online games. Like, and I'm pretty sure somebody else mentioned this too. Like, if you're bad at an online game, it's normalized to make fun of somebody who is bad at the game. Like stuff like quote unquote skill issue or get good. These are all why this is why a lot of gaming communities get a lot of toxic words out because of people who say those few quotes. It, it's just horrendous. Because like not everybody plays the game just to be good. Some people could just play it because it's their way of escaping the harsh reality they're doomed to face, or just to chill, or just to cool down, or just to chill. But nobody takes a second to realize that. That's the sad part of most gaming communities. They so focused on trying to bash people down that little do they know they're actually going to destroy the community that they joined. And soon enough, there's going to be nobody that wants to play with them or against them. This is going to be them alone, possibly dying alone with the game. Which, which, by the way, I just want to say, like, Minecraft is like a lot more than just PvP in speedrunning. Yet again, thanks to the Dream Stands. Yeah, what gamers need to start bringing to the table is good sportsmanship. Like, I will not tolerate people like discriminating someone based off of how they play or their character they play, their game style, whatever the game preference it is. Like, not everybody thinks the same as you. Not everybody knows the game as you. Not everyone have the same stats as you. Like, we all have our strengths. We all have our weaknesses. And this is a thing. Like, not too many people are gonna be complaining, except bringing a whole "oh you're hacking" or "oh you're cheating" thing when somebody's winning at a game. Somebody's making a good progress in a game. Normally, nothing is said, or still insults are made. But if someone is making a mistake in the game, suddenly they're quote unquote bad. Like, where's the logic there? And then what? The entertainment in playing the game is no longer there because people that really they're over competitive suck the fun out of everything. Try to find a good spot with this blanket, but ugh. Sorry if you hear a bunch of moving around. Trying to get a good spot. It's like, when you're trying to sleep. Well, I'm not on my bed right now, but I'm just wrapped around the covers. Like, when you're trying to like find a good spot and you just can't find it, you end up just tossing and turning around. And sometimes, like, what's worse is the pillow isn't cold, because that's what a lot of people aim for when they're trying to sleep, like a cold side of the pillow. And I'm not saying this to be punny with my background or how my character is currently attired, but I'm just saying overall, like, that's what most look for in a good sleep. Cold pillow, cold air with some warm blankets. That is some good sleep. I mean, I even got a heater going on behind me right now. Like, almost would prefer different. Like, some would even have a fan on. And that's the thing. It's just for me, I cannot sleep without my fan on. I mean, my heater, I could sleep kind of fine too, but the fan mostly, whether it be above me or beside me. And that's the thing about having and here's the thing about having a fan above you. Like, your intrusive thoughts will literally be trying to calculate what you do if the fan were supposedly lose its strength and fall onto you. Like, I've had that happen to me a couple times. I don't know why. But still. Okay, so what I'm laughing about is this one Instagram video. Like, it's just like parents or moms be like, and then in the skit, the mom is like telling their friends about what their son did in the past or what their child did in the past and blah 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 blah. And then when the child is asking like, "Well, why are you talking about me?" Then the mother's like, "It's grown up folk. Like, stay out of our business." Like, you're telling my business, like you're telling their business to your little friends, like, and that's the thing I don't understand about some parents. Like, they expose your whole business. Like, it could be an embarrassing moment, something you did wrong. They just gossip about it to the whole family or other friends. Like, what is your purpose in that? You know that's abuse, right? Like, if you take humiliation as humor, that's not only that's bullying. Like, if I were to do that to you, I'd something would have happened. But if you do it to me, then it's okay. And this is why the quote that's out, not all parents deserve kids, is out, because there are some genuinely good parents out here, and there are some ruthless ass motherfuckers, physically or emotionally abusive. And if I'm being real, it's mainly the Gen X's and Generation Boomers. It's really them, physically and mentally, mainly mentally. Physically is kind of stopped, but though I'm hearing some reports about it, it's mainly mentally. And which is why I'm also hearing that a lot of Gen Z and millennials, which I'm very proud of too, as a Gen Z myself, that they're stepping up and being like, you know what, I'm sick of this bullshit. I'm leaving this household. Like, I'm even hearing some of my friends are trying to leave toxic households. Even me, I'm trying to leave a toxic household. I'm not gonna go in depth about it because I don't want to be trauma dumping to you guys. But what really grinds my gears is that these said parents will do all this bullshit towards their kids, and then when they become an adult, they then question why the kid doesn't talk to them, they don't call them, they don't hang out. That's why. That is exactly why. There's a lot of word I will not use, but it relates to messing up someone's reality. I will not say it, but it starts with a G. I will not say it. Like, what else would I say? What else was I gonna say? I was gonna say something else, but I forgot. Oh yeah, like, you know the quotes that commonly follow along when a Gen Z or millennial or somebody's trying to leave a toxic household? They're often met with these following quotes. But that's your mom, but that's your dad, but that's still your family, but that's still blah blah blah. If and this is the insane, most illogical thing, and I'm gonna make a meme about this too, and try to see if I can expose some people. Well, but yeah, all jokes aside, let's see if we can call out some people. Like, the same people that support someone leaving a toxic spouse, toxic girlfriend, toxic boyfriend, it's disgustingly and ironically the same people that won't support someone trying to leave a toxic household. Like, you can support someone leaving a toxic relationship. This is no different. This ain't no different at all. Like, because if they were to stay in a toxic household, it's likely that their children are going to also continue in the toxic household and also deal with it. So it's generational trauma. Ain't nobody trying to do that. Which is why most Gen Z and millennials are trying to break the cycle so their kids don't have to deal with the same thing they did. So not only are they making a better life for themselves, but for their kids and for their whole bloodline entirely. Like, you basically saying someone stay in a toxic household is basically saying your bloodline can, word I will not say. That's basically what you're telling them. Toxic is toxic. Rude is rude. That's that's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, but right now I'm scrolling on Instagram just seeing what there is that could possibly be in the topic right now. Let me look at this video first and the other one. POV, you have a girlfriend who will always there support you. Now, looking at that one, I am honestly heart touched. I'm touched because, like, it could be like the whole world is fucking against you, but there's just either this one person, could be your best friend or family member or your girlfriend or your boyfriend. Like, they just be there to support you no matter what. Like, it's honestly very heartwarming and sometimes why I appreciate my girlfriend. Let me see if I can bring her in here right now. I mean, if not, I'm still gonna talk about her because I love her. Like, my girlfriend is sweet, caring, evidently knows a lot about psychology, which I appreciate her for that because, like, psychology is often underlooked because too many people focus on all these other things but mental health. And what's stupid is there are people out here saying, quote unquote, mental health is a trend. It's not a trend. They're basically saying your well being is a quote unquote trend. No, it's not. Your mental well being is why you're alive. Your motivation, what you are passionate about, which is, of course, going to be yourself. Or it could be something you're interested in. And this is what some people need to understand, like about words mainly. Like words, they can really impact you. Like, here's my theory. When someone says something, could be a word, phrase, quote, whatever. It enters your ear, then it goes into your brain, then it goes into your heart. You hear it, think it, then feel it. That's kind of how my theory would go. So to sum it short, it's just the HTF theory. That's what I'm gonna call it, HTF theory. So of course you're gonna hear what somebody has to say. Could be compliment, insult, a quote, whatever. It goes into your brain because you're gonna be thinking about it. It's gonna be on your mind for quite some time, and then afterwards it's gonna be sticking to the heart. Somebody compliments you, that's gonna come to it's gonna be your heart protection. Someone insults you, that's gonna be your heart's enemy. If it's a quote, that's what your heart is living by and what you're living by. So that quote, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. That's why that quote alone is a fucking lie. Like words actually impact you. This is one video. It says if NASCAR has voice chat. Like if NASCAR were to have voice chat, there'd be a lot of rowdiness. Like either there's gonna be ear rape engines or just a lot of screaming or a lot of cheering, whatever the case may be. Mom POV, moms changing their personality after guests leave the house. Okay, so y'all know that the Smurfs 2, right? And where Smurfette is converting into this like emo chick. I don't remember her name. But like it's kind of like that. I could really understand cuz like and that's two-faced behavior by the way. If parent is like nicety nice towards you when guests are over, but then as soon as the guests leave, they're scolding the fuck out of you. That is double. That is like two-faced behavior. Because you're basically just because you're basically being a ruthless bad apple on the inside, but well, basically being a ruthless apple on the outside. Well, not outside, but on one end, but at the other end, you're hold on goody two shoes. Like What else is there that's on the gram that could be worthy of him? Oh! Bruh, the fucking walk. The fucking walk. Hang on, let me see if I could put the link in my chat. Let me see. First off, let me see if links are allowed in my chat. If they aren't, then I'm gonna have to do some changing around for before next stream, which is of course tomorrow. But yeah, let me see if I can put links in here. Okay, good. We can put links in there. Okay. So yeah, that is what I was looking at. Let me check to make sure this link is the same link I was looking at too, because I could post a whole link and then it's not what I was looking at. So let me just confirm it. There we go. It's good. All right. Because like when you're doing something and then you're not sure of it as soon as you do it, that's kind of what happens. Like, okay, let me double check. It's kind of like you're in a voice call, you're muted and deafened, but you don't trust it. Like you check every few seconds to see if you're muted or deafened. Like there was this one time in online class where I I wasn't muted and I ended up saying something I wasn't supposed to say. And my teacher was like, make sure you guys are muted. I was like, let me check if I'm muted. And I wasn't muted, long and behold. So, of course, I was over apologetic, but she was really understanding too. She was really understanding because she knew it could happen. She knew it could happen. So, from then on in, I just had to make sure I was fucking muted anytime I'm in VC or anytime I'm in a voice call. Like if I don't want somebody hearing something that might pop that I'm gonna say or don't want them hearing what they don't want to hear, like I make sure I'm muted, even if it means I have to go back and double check to make sure. Hmm. How the fuck did Disney go from this to this? I mean, wasn't a lot of Disney didn't a lot of Disney movies have I mean, in terms of like singing wise, Disney really hasn't changed. Like, of course, there's some musicals in there, and that's the video I was watching, by the way. Like, musical wise, Disney hasn't changed. Like, of course, there's some Disney films that may not have any musicals in there, but still, like, what I don't get is the unnecessary hate on why Disney has changed. Like, not everything is gonna stay the same forever. That's pretty much insanity. I mean, the thing is, Disney went from romance and romantic endings to pretty much mental health talks. And I don't know why people are hating on that. Like, I'm pretty sure if somebody were to be listening right now, which I'm sure someone is, like, I'm likely gonna get a lot of hate for it. But I do not get and I do not approve of the unnecessary hate that is being given to Disney in terms of their new movies. Like, for crying out loud, we're about to get Inside Out 2. which of course is introducing us to a new emotion called anxiety. Like anxiety awareness, awareness about how some parenting can affect somebody's child, whatever. It's all being brought to light, but people are still hating on that. Like take Turning Red for example. Like that movie was just had a lot of forced hate. Like a lot of forced hate for no reason. I don't know why, I don't know how, but it was just a lot of forced hate. For what reason? To me, I think it's underrated. Like to me, it kind of brings into the perception of what a parent with super high unrealistic expectations can have on their child and how it affects them. Like they're going to become hesitant, they're going to become scared, they're going to become too clingy, they're going to become people pleasers. It's all this other stuff. And I'm going to be real, that movie legit made me cry twice. One held back, one expressed. Cuz I felt that. I knew what it was like to have somebody have place all these expectations on you and just tell you what you want to hear. Like, I know what it's like. Anyway, enough about me. But still. Yeah, nothing really too interested on Instagram, so of course I'm gonna have to go to TikTok. A 1980s bully in 2023. Now I'm gonna say this, although 2023 has had some of its pros and some of its cons, it was a bit of okay. Like some new terms were made, or some were just brought from the dead or brought to light. But to bring to perspective, 1980s bullies basically just, oh, they're perceived as a jock and perceived to have a large group of friends and picking on somebody who has glasses on. That's pretty much how they're perceived to be. Oh, give me your lunch money. That's pretty much how they're perceived. And in 2023, that might not have been rough for them. In reverse psychology, they were probably the ones that's gonna get bullied more. Like I remember this one skit that the person who was imitating Boo was like, "Hey, dork face, give me your lunch money." Like that was pretty much this. Firstly, that'd be the goofiest thing somebody would ever say to me or somebody else. Like calling them quote unquote dork face or whatever, and then telling them give me your lunch money. Like, huh? And this is what some of the comments were gonna be like. It's giving broke boy. Like me personally, I wouldn't ask nobody for lunch money. If you're broke, just say that. The lunch is mid anyway. L bully, bro. ratio. That's mainly what the skit. That's mainly what the skit had. Like, if you're gonna do that, if you were gonna do exactly that to somebody in 2023, expect those comments. Like, like my goodness. Dang, and there's one of my videos too. One of my videos on TikTok, and one of my videos on TikTok addresses the situation in regards to a dude jumping a judge. Like, I'm gonna be real. That dude had practically did this to himself. Like, I recently was given an update that the dude, instead of being sentenced to like 3 something weeks in prison, he was probably going to be doing 600 years now for assaulting the judge. Like, you can't do that. And then not later, I hear a woman does the same thing. Like, so is this the society we live in now where people are just jumping judges? Like, why is that okay? Why is this okay? Like, I mentioned in my TikTok video that the judge is literally in a position of power and where they can determine your fate for the next few weeks, months, or even years. Like, what those two just did, they set a bad example. What those two people just did, jumping the judges and shit, they set a perfectly bad example for everyone out there. Like, don't do that. Don't be jumping somebody who could literally determine your fate for the next few however long. Like, just for your whole future. Like, don't risk it just to look cool. Oh, poor dude just got fixed just to be disabled again. Oh my gosh. So, context, I'm currently watching a clip from Cars 3 in Thunder Hollow. And during the little Thunder Hollow race thing, there was this one car who was just dented and wasn't really driving right. Another car hit him and he was driving perfectly fine. And then, boom, he gets hit again and he's driving the same way he did before. Oh dear. Like, literally, oh dear. Because with what I'm currently hearing about deer is pretty shocking. Let me send in the video in the chat. And yes, you are allowed to post, you should be allowed to post links in the chat. Because I did it, and I'm sure you can do it too. But as long as it's not nothing inappropriate, that's what I'm genuinely concerned about. Okay, but there's the video. They're letting them inside, that they're letting themselves in the house. Like, that alone is condoning. Not condoning, but very concerning. Because if you guys didn't hear, there is currently a thing called CWD, which is another word for an acronym, really, for a zombie deer disease. Which this deer was malnourished, disoriented, and all of that. Like, it was just running around in circles. It was practically, quote unquote, a zombie. And what scientists are worried about is if this is going to impact humans or if this is going to transmit into humans, which It is possible, very possible, because a human can't eat a deer, mind you. And I've been like trying to spread awareness about it, but instead of awareness being spread, I was called crazy and I was told this is all fake. Which this really isn't fake. It is not fake. Doesn't look fake and it isn't fake. This isn't AI made either. This is real. This is some real shit going on. Cause trust me, if this zombie deer disease thing hits the entire globe and ends up worse than COVID, like my goodness. Because I'm pretty sure most all of us know that COVID started because somebody had eaten a bat that carried the disease, and then it ended up being a whole plague. It ended up being a whole pandemic. Everything shut down. Everybody went online. Like nobody left the house, and we couldn't go outside at all. Like we were just quarantined. Which I don't want to say this is a win, but to me, I just didn't. I just don't like people because so for me, this meant I could just chill. I could just chill and do whatever I want. And what was expected to be 2 weeks of off of school back when I was in high school, what was expected to be 2 weeks off ended up being more semesters online, practically. So my highest bet is that the CWD might grow more cases in, I'd say nearing the end of January or at least somewhere mid-February. That's my guess. Like it's either in the end of January or nearing mid-February. That's my guess. And yeah, like I said, scientists have been really worried if this is going to transmit into humans, which is possible and likely. Because yet again, a human can eat a deer. So if somebody's dumb enough to eat a deer with that disease, then humanity is practically fucked. POV, that one teacher eating in front of the whole class like we not. Bruh. And it's hypocritical how some teachers are going to be like, you can't eat in my class, and yet we'll have a whole buffet on their fucking desk. Like, it's so hypocritical. Let me see if I can find the video. Yep, there it is. And here is the link. Shark volleyball? Hell no. Hell no. Hang on, let me send the video in here. Shark volleyball. Hell no, I'm not finna be tossed around by big ass fish that probably had the teeth of a fucking butcher knife. Nah, I'm not finna be doing that, bro. I'm not risking my life. I'm not doing that. Oh dear. Okay, so I just found a pretty interesting discovery. So I'm now looking at a video where like there's an image that says I'm not afraid of anything, and then I scroll right, and there's this thing that says lack of sleep can cause the brain to eat itself. I'm genuinely concerned. Not only for me, but for those who have insomnia. because looking at this is you're probably screwed. Like I don't even know your brain can eat itself. Like honestly, I mean I did know your stomach can eat it can eat itself, but the brain I didn't know that. Also, sorry if my rants have gotten triggering. I apologize deeply. Oh, oh no, bruh. Okay, so let me send this one video in here, cause like that has to be a total pain in the ass, bro. My goodness. You wake up and your fish was frozen. What the fuck did you think was gonna happen? And why would you put who would put their fish tank in a freezer? That's the dumbest thing somebody could have ever did. You basically killed your fish. Cupboard, cup, bucket, whatever. Bruh. Uh-oh. Huh. If someone offered me $100,000, wait, $1 million to watch the same movie for 24 hours straight, could you do it? And what movie do you choose? There are so many fucking movies that I would want to watch nonstop. One of them either being The Incredibles, Cars, maybe Turbo, Finding Nemo, and the Mario movie. One of those, but it's mainly going to be in Battle of the Incredibles and Mario movie. But yeah, although I do love the Mario movie, I grew up on. I was the type to grow on the Incredibles. Like, so yeah, I'd have to say the Incredibles. Huh. POV. You are 5 years old and couldn't afford Minecraft. Huh. Okay. Let me pull this link in and put it into the chat. Also, to the one viewer that's on there, like if you do have some link you want me to see, then you're free to put it in there. I don't know what this game is, but bro, it looks like the cat looks like the sea, looks like whatever some pirate ship, I think, leaving somebody behind. Like we won't be back for you, whatever. Like my goodness, that's actually kind of devastating. Bro, this actually does give off that illusion. Hang on, let me put this one in here too. Like, sorry if I'm putting a lot of. I'm sorry if I'm putting a lot of links in this chat. My goodness, I'm looking at it now and I see how much links are in here. My goodness. Sheesh. You know what? I'm not gonna put the link in there. I'm gonna just explain it. So what I'm looking at right now is this little interior of the building is like it looks gives off the illusion that there are spinning floors, but but it's actually just people walking at the same speed. Hmm. Okay, so now I'm looking at this skit and where like it's the caption is how moms think guests will react if you don't clean your room. Like I really don't get why if guests are coming over I need to clean my room. Like are the guests coming in my room to chill or chat whatever? Like I don't get it. And they treat it like if they're some sort of cleaning inspectors or room inspectors. Like, bruh, not nobody in the world has a secret job of being a room inspector. I mean, if that was an, I mean, like, bro, I really don't get it. the bruh? Okay, so what I'm looking at is somebody is holding a bowl of noodles, and the caption is "How cold is it?" And the person's like, "Me, yes." They hold up the cup they hold up a part of noodles with the fork, and the fork is just floating in midair seconds later. Like, my goodness. But damn, those noodles look so good. Looks good, but sadly now I don't think I could even have it because why is tamales pronounced tamales, but females is pronounced females instead of females? Really? Females? Oh my gosh. Sounds in a way it sounds like families. Huh. Mindset is a key. Wealth? Nah. Poor mindset versus rich mindset. Hmm. Bruh, he fucking bolted. Okay, so caption is throwback to when Kanye held a concert in Romania and forgot to lock his car. Like, bruh, this man turned into Usain Bolt within seconds. You don't think the air would be so cold going into the house? That shit went into steam really quickly. My goodness. Okay, it's about time that I start wrapping up because now it's kind of past. But yeah, it's gonna be about time that I start wrapping up. So it's starting to get really late. I mean, normally I stream for like more than how long I'm streaming right now. But like always, thank you very much for watching.